How's it going everyone, my name is BAYZY and welcome to another video. In this video I wanted to be talking about cloud gaming and whether it is worth your time. There is a range of different cloud services out at the moment. Of course we have Google Stadia and Microsoft has one in beta at the moment. There is also Nvidia Geforce NOW and Shadow, in which are classed as really good services to use when it comes to cloud gaming. But what I really want to answer is whether it's worth your time. Should you invest your money in a streaming service like this? I've got to say, cloud gaming has been around for a decade now. It isn't a new thing, but it has came far in the last 2 years with the release of Google Stadia, and which you could say is doing well, or you could say it isn't doing well at all. I think the main reason why it hasn't done too well is because of course we have consoles, we have PCs, and they can do much better than what Google Stadia can. Google Stadia is dependent on your connection to the internet, so if your bandwidth isn't good, you're going to struggle because there is a high demand for an internet connection and you're just going to be stuttering with bad latency and just a ping that is shooting high as the sky. Throwback about 2 years ago, I had an absolutely awful internet connection and it probably wouldn't work with a cloud gaming service. Now of course you can lower your quality, you can go down to 720p for example, but I would rather be playing a game at least 1080 to be able to enjoy the game. I would prefer it to be 4K in fact. So you can reduce that quality, and that might be best if you are able to stream your game on your phone. But when you're playing on a gaming monitor, that 720p is just not going to be good. So I want to lay down that you are going to need a decent internet connection to be able to play a cloud service and get full enjoyment out your games. Now of course Nvidia Geforce NOW provides RTX, and I believe Shadow will be allowing that soon, which is great. I love ray tracing within games and I've found full enjoyment out of it. Watch Dogs Legion for example, that's an amazing game when it comes to the rain pouring down on the streets and that kind of stuff. But if I'm playing based on what my internet is worth, it might not run as smoothly as what it does just on a PC or on a console. Now I'm lucky now that I have got decent internet and I would be able to stream it. Some people's internet is not built to be able to support cloud gaming. It's going to be slightly more demanding than your typical YouTube video or Netflix video, so that demand for connection is going to be quite high. One thing that I quite like about cloud gaming is that it's cheap, it's affordable for gamers. Cloud gaming services want you to think they are an alternative to buying a gaming rig, and I must admit it's a compelling argument. You can buy a laptop for $600 that delivers something decent graphics wise for what you want to play, but alternatively you can play for a cloud gaming service such as Shadow, in which is $13 per month, in which adds up to being probably 5 to 6 years of gaming, which is worth that laptop. And of course there is even more affordable cloud gaming services, just like Google Stadia for example, and Geforce NOW, but it's just that connection and quality which you've got to be worried about. I know Geforce NOW offers a free tier at the moment, with of course access limitations, and I believe Stadia's either brought something out like that or is going to soon. So definitely see services entirely replacing local gaming PCs or consoles for occasional gamers, but for hardcore gamers I think people will probably stick to their consoles and PCs in all honesty. So there's that ultimate question: should you try cloud gaming? And I would definitely say yes, it's worth the try for how cheap it is. But in the long run, personally, I think I'll stick to my PC. And when it comes to which one you should invest in, I'd definitely suggest looking at Shadow or Geforce, but I probably wouldn't suggest looking at Stadia. Quite a lot of people think it's dead and doesn't offer enough games and forces players to commit to its platform. And of course I haven't played the beta for the Microsoft one either, and I believe PlayStation has one, but I ultimately think that Stadia might not be worth it. And ultimately cloud gaming as a whole still has its quirks, and your mileage will vary depending on your bandwidth. If you have a fast connection and good Wi-Fi, go for it. You might be impressed. What do you think? Have you tried cloud gaming before? Tell me down in the comments section. But for now, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't already, and hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next video.